All right, hello everybody. This is Pat Dennis with the Eureka team. I'm just going to do another video today to talk a little bit about Eureka's Lightning components. So we'll dig right in. I'll explain exactly what they are and why we've built them and how they can best be utilized. Just as a real quick 30-second introduction, for those of you who have no idea who we are or what we do, we are a Salesforce-native forms application that allows users to be able to complete complex forms and assessments, whether they're in the field or offline or on their desktop computer, like you'll see today. Anytime you have these folks that need to fill out these complicated forms, we give people the ability to do that right on the Salesforce platform, and then all that data is just going to live right there on Salesforce to help you manage your other business processes. And most of the videos that we've made to date, we truly focus on the mobile use case. That's where a lot of our customers really see Eureka's value shine, is the ability to take these forms into the field offline and fill them out. But sometimes we have folks who are on the Salesforce platform and they just need this ability just on their desktop computer to fill out some of these complicated forms. And so I'll show you an example of how we can do that today using Eureka's Lightning components. Everything I'm going to show you, most of the stuff I'm going to show you today is drag and drop. I did build one custom Lightning component as a part of this demo. It has nothing to do with the standard Eureka product. I was just kind of playing around, so you'll see a little bit of that too. So here's the use case. We're going to pretend as though we are an organization in the healthcare space, and we are using Health Cloud. So we're on the Salesforce platform, and as a part of our process, we have some health forms and assessments, and those are critical to our organization, for our members or for our patients. And our employees, our nurses or care coordinators, they need to be able to easily access these health forms, maybe while looking at a member record or looking at a care plan in the system. Again, I'm not focusing on the mobile use case today at all. There's other videos that we've made that address that. So today's just going to be right inside of Salesforce. So I'm going to flip over to my environment here. I'm going to get us oriented a little bit. What we see here on the screen is we've got Health Cloud implemented in this environment here. And the specific record here on the screen is our case or our care plan, which is a standard object that we get as a part of Health Cloud. Now, if I'm looking at this as a care coordinator and I need to be able to have access to some of my forms for this particular individual as a part of this particular care plan, now what we can do is we can just have our Eureka forms tied here to the care plan record. So you can see those forms in a related list, and I just have two of them. I have an annual health assessment that I need to be filling out, and then I have a depression assessment, which is commonly called the PHQ-9. Now, here's what I can do is there's so many different ways that I can access these forms. And again, you could be filling these out on a mobile device and having that data populated back here. But if I just need to look at this on the desktop, what I can do is I can go to a tab here that I've set up called Forms. And this is actually going to show some of the Lightning components that our team has built to facilitate this use case. So you can see here there's a couple of things we have going on. Number one is we have a button, or we could have a series of buttons that allow us to create a new form on the go. So if I need to create a brand new annual health assessment, I could click that button here, and it would generate another form record here. So then we would see 3. But I've already created my forms here, so I don't need to click that button. All I need to do is simply click on one of these buttons here to view the assessment, or I could click on the little pencil icon and I could actually fill out the assessment. Now what's cool is this Lightning component here on the right is going to inform the component here on the left. So when I click I want to edit the annual health assessment, well, the annual health assessment is going to show then on the left-hand side. And you can see here, this is where our complicated form comes in. So we've got, a lot of information pre-populated here from our patient or our member. We can change that stuff if we want to pretty easily, right? And then Eureka is going to make the updates to those fields on the on that member record. And then we can just go through, right? We can start to fill out our assessment here. And you can see here we're showing and hiding questions based on answers to previous questions. So we could fill out all these things pretty easily. We could upload attachments if we need to. But just kind of go on, maybe see some lists of medications that they might have been taking. and then populate some of the rest of this data. So it's pretty easy for us to kind of go through and fill out this health assessment right here on the care plan record. Now, when we get done with this particular assessment, what we can do here is submit it. It's going to save all that data back to the system. And what we'll notice is when we refresh our page here, all the fields that we would have changed have now been updated. And we'll notice that the actual form itself has a new status. It's in this completed or submitted status here. So you can see, right here on the same page, we were able to view that annual health assessment. We could even fill it out there and submit it. And if I ever want to look at it again, I can click on this little eyeball icon that we have here, and it'll pull up the completed form for me to be able to review. So if somebody completed this form, 5 days ago or 30 days ago or whatever, we can now go in and review all that information here. So the second piece to this, though, is so what you've seen so far is the standard Lightning components that you get as a part of the Youreka package. So if you have installed Youreka previously, or this looks interesting to you, I would highly encourage you to go ahead and open up Youreka and put these on a page and see what it's like to kind of just fill out and review these forms right on any page that you have in the system. It can be a really efficient way to review all this information. The other piece is just something that I was playing around with lately, which was maybe I want a different kind of view of this. So I've created this, what I called the form picker. And this is a custom component that I just made for this video here, just because it seemed kind of fun. And what it's doing is it's basically showing you the different form records that are here on the care plan. So we already know that the annual health assessment is here, and in fact, it's telling us that one's been done. But we have this PHQ-9 that we need to fill out. Now, I could click on this particular form here and click next, and what it's going to do is, in this case, I have it taking me over to a whole new tab. So in this tab, we can see, again, it's a different form. We've got some pre-populated information about the member. I can go ahead and fill out my PHQ-9. We're going to have all the questions that we need to answer as a part of this. And then I can go ahead and click submit. Well, it looks like I got one error here that I got to resolve. That's a part of our required questions. And then I'll save the form. And what's cool is it'll bring me back to the care plan. So it should navigate me right back. I can refresh my page. And then what we'll be able to see is that second form that I filled out is a status of submitted. You can see that here in the list on our component. You can see it down here in the form picker where we have that submitted PHQ-9. You could even see it kind of in the standard related list here, where if we had that status field, it would say that it's submitted. And again, if you want to use our Lightning components to review that PHQ-9, you could go ahead and click the little eyeball there. And what it's going to do is over in our form view, it's just going to show the end user that PHQ-9 that was just completed a moment ago right here inside of Salesforce. So there's a lot of really cool things that we're capable of doing, all because we're native, right? So everything that you're seeing right now just is on the platform. We're not integrating or we're not embedding. You're not seeing anything like that going on. This is all native to the platform. So pretty powerful way to handle your complex health assessments right here on the Salesforce platform. So with that said, thank you so much for taking a look. Let us know if you have any questions, or feel free to visit us at Youreka.io to learn more.